Hey everybody, Derek here. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to change up the format a little bit. I want the game day show to be more relevant to the pregame. So I'm going to go ahead and post everything that I would do for the normal game day show up through the lineups and the starting pitcher before the game starts. So that way you can watch it and get a feel for what to look for during the game. And then I'll do a second video after each game where I break down the highlights and I just kind of talk through my reaction to each game. So enjoy the new format. This is the Game Day Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Game Day Show. I'm Derek Lewandowski. The Yankees are 1-0 this season, undefeated in late July. Who could have predicted it? I do want to mention Giancarlo Stanton was the first ever DH in a National League ballpark and in a home run in his first at-bat. So congratulations to Giancarlo. The Yankees take on the Nats once again tonight. Steven Strasburg on the mound against James Paxton. This is going to be a tough matchup. So I film these game day shows pretty much all day long, and at this point in the video I have not seen the lineup for today, but I would imagine that DJ LeMahieu should be in the lineup. He was not in there on opening night. Tyler Wade was in there. Tyler Wade actually had a pretty good game. He had a nice drag bunt, and then he scored from first on the double by Aaron Judge. But DJ LeMahieu has had an extra couple of days to get ready, to get some extra swings, to get his timing back. We had the built-in off day yesterday. So I would expect that DJ LeMahieu should be back in there, which means we could have the quote-unquote full Death Star lineup that we never got to see last year for the first time. I'll tell you what, Aaron Judge is locked in right now. His bat speed is incredible. Look at this. 97 on the inside corner, and he beats him to the spot, rips it to left field. That is not an easy pitch to hit. This is a bit later on, 94 on the inside corner, bit more out over the plate. Again, rips it to left field. This is during the scrimmage. He gets that pitch up and in fastball, and drives it out of the park. His hands are very quick right now, and he's seeing the ball well, and he is turning on good fastballs. Remember, that's something that he didn't do last year. He was having trouble pulling the ball. I think it was maybe June or July. He hit a 464-foot home run to left center field in Oakland, and that was the first home run that he had pulled all season. Remember, he had trouble with the oblique. Well, this year he looks healthy. His swing, honestly, looks better to me than the 2017 version of Judge that hit 52 home runs. The other half of Mount Crushmore, Giancarlo Stanton, also seems locked in. He had that big 2-run home run on opening day off of Max Scherzer. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, inner half, maybe more out over the plate, but crushed either way. He also had a base hit to right field that scored a run. We may finally get to see the 2018 Giancarlo Stanton and Judge combination that we haven't really gotten to see much. Steven Strasburg, the 2019 World Series MVP, was scratched before the game. He had a nerve issue. I feel like that's going to be a common theme with pitchers who face the Yankees this year. Eric Fede gets the start. He's got an average fastball and an above-average neck size. The final thing I want to mention is that Gary Sanchez got a ton of hate on the internet the other night. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Didn't look good against Max Scherzer, but that was not a good matchup for Gary Sanchez. Max Scherzer has one of the best sliders in Major League Baseball, and sliders away are pretty much kryptonite to Gary Sanchez. So Gary Sanchez was not going to have a good night against Max Scherzer. But Gary Sanchez, we know what he is now at this point. I mean, he's been in the league for a while. He's not really a prospect anymore. We know what he is. He's a power-hitting catcher who's going to strike out a bunch. He's going to walk a bunch. But he's going to have some nights where he looks like that. But he's also going to have some nights where he carries you. And he's going to get you 30, 35 home runs over the course of a 162-game season with a couple of stints on the DL for leg or groin issues. That's pretty much what he's done every year, so there's no reason to expect any different. I hope that he can stay healthy for these 60 games. My guess is that he'll need some time off. But, he's not going to be a guy who hits 350. He's going to be a guy who strikes out a lot, looks bad a lot of times. But every once in a while, when you hang a slider or you come to the wrong spot with a fastball, he'll make you look silly, and he'll hit the ball 500 feet, basically. So we know what Gary Sanchez is. Cut him some slack. he's not going to be great every time out there, but he'll come around. He'll be a force for the Yankees come postseason time if he's healthy. Okay, so we got tonight's lineup, and as I suspected, DJ LeMahieu is in there at second base, followed by the red-hot Aaron Judge. Gleyber Torres, don't be surprised if he does something tonight against the young right-hander from the Nationals. Giancarlo Stanton back in there at DH. Batting fifth, Aaron Hicks in center field, my pick to click. Luke Voit gets the start at first base once again. Gary Sanchez in there at catcher, and he might break out now too, that we don't have to face Steven Strasburg. Gio Urshela at third base, and Brett Gardner in left field. That's your A lineup, folks. That is your A lineup. That is as good as it gets. Honestly, if the playoffs started today, I would be 100% comfortable with that lineup. I do wish we could get to see Miguel Andujar in there, but hey, he'll probably get some at-bats later on this week. My pick to click, Aaron Hicks. He didn't do much on opening night, but he did have a couple of good at-bats. He's been taking pitches, he's been working the count, and I just think he's due. And on the mound, James Paxton, 31 years old, won 15 games last year, finished out strong, 10-0, 2.25 ERA from August through September. He had spinal surgery this offseason, but all indications are he's healthy and ready to go. Let's get it on.